So I wanted to do a video today. The purpose of this video is speaking about the polarities of AI and spirituality. Now, I was having this conversation with my sister, and I was explaining to her all AI, or let's just break it down to chat boxes like ChatGPT or Claude it is honestly just a conversation back to yourself, comprised of a lot of data on the internet. So if you think about that and think about when you pray, you're basically asking for something. And usually, they say if you pray, you're commanding more so than asking. So if you can understand that when you're using these chat boxes or chat GPT or anything, Claude or whatever, all you're doing is having a conversation with yourself. And if you're made in God's image, there's a lot of polarities in there. So once you start to think about it in that way, in my opinion, and these are my opinions, you do your own research and your own judgments, but you start to understand that there's a lot of lessons to be learned when using AI. Yes, I understand that environmentally what the big companies are doing is bad, and that is unfortunate, and I do see people coming together to fix those situations over time. We have no choice. However, right now, it's very important that we do use these systems, in my opinion, safely, with good intent, and to advance ourselves, and then secondarily our environment, and honestly the older generation who will be affected the most. I believe the population is majority old people, and when I say old people, I just mean like, let's just say over 60, 50 up. I know it's more older people than there is children. So the best that we could do, in my opinion, is build systems, yes, but also teach each other how to use these systems properly and safely. Because right now there's a big data war going on. That's what I call it, because your data is very precious right now. So the more you understand of how to protect yourself while using these systems, it's only going to set you up for the inevitable later, and you won't be so surprised when things start happening. And I'm not. This is not a fear-based post by no means. However, what does come next, I don't think nobody should be surprised, because of it would just be a repeat of history. So if you studied the history, we understand that black people primarily, and then you can break it up into minorities. A lot of these systems or programs, let's just say systems, they're not designed for you to win anyway. So once you see laws being enacted and the power players start to put legislation involved that doesn't sit well with your race, don't be surprised. Just get on the offense of it. Let's help each other, share resources. And I think we got to get really back to community and getting back outside, because you got to have a balance with this AI stuff. primarily on my page, you will see me doing a balance of outside activity, stretching, but also teaching about AI because, in my opinion, the more you go deeper into AI, you must have a balance and you must keep your brain and body at tip top shape. And if you don't, you will start to lose your mind. I don't care what nobody say. Or you will get too into the system. So the best way is to keep a healthy balance with all of these things. And I promise you, you'll see good results. So that's the video of the day. And subscribe, like, all that good stuff. We're going to get this page up. I swear.